well, Sunday morning, pretty early, and we're headed home. So where else did you be other than the co-op? So I ended up using my drain pan as a ice cooler there. I came here, as I'm seeing across the road there, but Cowtown. I wanted to get some cowboy boots, but I guess they got banker's hours on Sunday mornings. We're just giving her once over. It was actually a little low on tranny oil, but I haven't noticed any leaks, so that's weird. The coolant's doing its own thing. It runs 192 in the highway and 196, 197 in town, so away she goes. I did tighten up the steering box, but I noticed because it was wandering a little loose. I don't have a jam on that thing, so I don't know. We'll have to figure out when we get home. I don't know why that would have come off, or if it never was there, but maybe a little half turn should be good. Fluid's ready to go. A quick 9 hours home, 500 miles. Well, I guess it depends on how many RPM I want to read, but we should be good. This thing is now like creature comfort set up, repacked a little bit, so there's a little bit less stuff. Oh, I got a fancy radiator, but yeah, we got a cigarette lighter, we got the gauge taped on, tachometer, cup holder. I got this black ice. I thought it was purple, but it's not. Oh, damn it, Josh. Well, I guess it kind of fits. It's more of a bottle for a bottle of water, I guess. Let's hit the highway, see what happens. Well, we just made it to Regina, which is probably 2.5, 3 hours. I didn't fill it before I left, and I just kept jamming. All of a sudden, we were going up this hill, and the car started surging. Air fuel went lean. I'm like, oh, this is bad. So it calmed down. We leveled out, and then I was going into town. I had another 20K to go. By the time I got to town, it was not happy, and then doing U-turns wasn't happy. So hopefully filling up with gas will be good. It held like 13 gallons, which I think is the factory fuel tank size. So hopefully we have no more problems we have gas in the tank. So we'll go for a little ride around town here before we go, because we're gonna have a problem. At least we made it to town, or a town, before we head out on the highway again. So it was not happy. So let's see what happens. Oh, traffic. I think it may have just been out of gas. I'm hoping it was just out of gas. So I don't really want to deal with this problem right now. The fuel gauge was, it was bouncing under a quarter, but it was above empty. But, I don't know. It was running cool. I mean, 192 degrees, oil pressure was good, all that, all the vitals were good. So it's charging. I don't think those were the issues. It just, all of a sudden, stubble, I let off, it would catch itself and go. It was like it was really acted like out of fuel. Now, I don't have a fuel pressure gauge on this, which I probably should put in, or should have put in. Yeah. So we'll drive along a little bit and see what happens. Please, I don't know where I'm going. So we're on the ring road. Seems like it's doing good. We're turning 3,000 RPM, so with police around here, there is a bit of a speed limit, but I'd like to know if it's going to run lean. So just getting some directions in my earbud. Anyways, let's see what happens. And we went all the way up to 4 grand in high gear. Didn't do nothing. I'm saying we were out of fuel. So get more fuel stops. Man, having the bucket of ice and water and drinks, that was the mistake. Alright. Well, I'll let you know if we're on the highway or if we're broken down. Well, we're going for it. got the Manitoba sign right away here. It's probably 2/3 of the way down the trip. A little bit of fuel in this thing really made a big difference. Probably got one more fuel stop in Brandon or something like that. We'll be home in I don't know, maybe 3.5 hours. Where's the Manitoba sign? Oh, there we are. Friendly Manitoba. Alright, let's rip. All the RPM. Wow, we're just off the highway here, and there's an old car museum. Let's go out here, and I've driven by this I don't know how many times, and I thought maybe I'd pop in, check her out, get my $7 to Elkhorn or whatever it's going to cost me, see what it's all about. It's got to be good. Look at this place. So it's 4 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm the only person that's been here today so far, and I close at 6. Look at this unit. Oh, there's also birds flying around here. It's like a sleigh, horse-drawn hearse with skis. Ugh. Looks like the more my style stuff's at the back. These old hot rods are cool, or bone stock. Oh, I would like a Maltese Roadster. Man, send her over here to get these things a quick little polish. They got a boneyard outside, so that's probably where all the good stuff's gonna be. Oh, I didn't really know what I didn't know what to expect. But maybe some lighting. I'll carry on, walk around, see if I find anything exciting. No, the camera's not screwing up. So if anybody wonders if I don't make another video, I was in Elkhorn, and the murder took place, because that's what it seems like in here. Well, it's something out here. Lots of 4-doors. This is kind of cool. 4-door Biscayne, like 65 or 6 or something like that. Oh, a couple of Pontiacs. He may have oversold the boneyard. It's more of a tick yard here, but a bunch of old tractors. I don't know nothing about tractors, so we're not going to walk by them. Look at these old hot rods. I don't think there was one 2-door car in there. There was one like 28, 29 Model A, and that was about all I saw. I don't know if I need to do the full tour. Inflation, $10 to get in. I think I'm gonna get back in the car and get back on the road, maybe try and find a burger. Well, lad's there, but I can live without going there again. How do I get out? Go this way. Well, see you at the next fuel stop. Alright, last fuel stop. And we're out of here. So this thing is so quiet on the side roads, but the highway, it's a little noisy. But I decided to not get the burger, and so I got some Pringles and a Coke. So it's 2 hours from home, if everything goes good, and that's where I'll see you next, I hope. Here we are. Home sweet home. And that was a lot of miles. Oh, Danny's coming to greet me. Alright. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm tired. Well, it's the next day. Just finished off work, and on the way home I picked up a few parts. So there's a few issues I want to work on for this thing. First off, when we got home yesterday, it was running 197, 198 degrees, and I thought, okay, it had just been running for 12 hours straight. I shut the fan off, let it climb up to 210, hit the fan back on, and it couldn't suck it down. It went down to like 209 and 208, but it was very, very slow. And I'm thinking I have, this is a terrible thing I did here, I'm no bones about it. So I think I might have some air in there, and that's really causing the issues. It never ran hot like that. Remember when I first got this thing together, I did have issues of it overheating in the wintertime and having to screw around with the air, bleeding the air out and stuff. So we got to fix that. So I think what we're going to do, I got some miscellaneous 90s, and I'm thinking if I just do something kind of like that, trim it to fit, put that there, and then I can do another one, something along like that. So it'll basically kind of look like this, but quite a bit shorter. So if you picture it, it'll in and be good. I then got a proper water neck. The other one I have in there wasn't the greatest. This is quite the design on this one, but this one's adjustable and has a bunch of things. I'm not really happy with that lower rad hose, so I bought I believe this is off a truck. And I'm going to see, I think I can probably put it in there and just modify it by cutting a little bit off. That way it'll have the proper hoses on it and all that. I also bought a new stat just in case. This one is 187 degree. So we'll know what's going on there. So that's what we're doing right now. I already got the coolant drained out. The other thing I'm going to do is it sits low in the back. And at the end of the day, it's basically out of fuel right now because I pulled in last night. With a full tank of gas, I'll probably want to have a bit of a jerry can in there. We're going to have 2 people's worth of luggage, plus Danny in there, a cooler full of drinks and all that. We're not taking weight out of this thing. I shouldn't say that. I do want to take some tools out if you're a lot more confident with the car, but it's going to be more weight down. So we don't have much time, and you're going to hate this, but I put brand new springs, brand new bushings, and brand new shackles in the Nomad. That's coming out. And it's going to go in this real quick to fix that problem because it's got wagon springs. That's one more leaf. It'll sit nice and high. So I also have, in this bag, a box of U-bolts, which hopefully will fit. They are. I think they're a little bit bigger. I might have to drill them out, but it'll work out just fine. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get on the coolant first. Man, the tailpipes are like dragging the ground. So I got it all back together. I took it for maybe a 15-minute drive. We got it up to temperature. So now here's how it runs. It's 187 stat, but apparently I guess it starts to open 187, then it's fully open at like 197. So anyways, we have it in gear with the brake on. It's about 25 degrees Celsius, and it's kind of fluctuating between 200 and 199 and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let it sit here for as long as it takes, and if it keeps creeping up and up and up, then I guess we'll see. It's not quite very hot today, as hot as it's going to be down south. So I guess the next option may be additional fan. There's no shroud on it. That might make a difference. Or we might have to scrap it all and try and put a bigger radiator in it, which a bigger radiator wouldn't be in the world anyways, just to kind of have in this thing. So we'll see. And I mean, driving down the road's fine. No issues. It goes down like 196, 195 in the city. Second you're driving, it's just sitting in traffic, and my fear is just the parade traffic we're going to be in. I just went up to 201, so we'll see. We'll see where it stops. Well, I got the old girl sitting with the e-brake pulled. She's in gear. She's been running for probably 15 or 20 minutes, and it's 217 now. It's kind of slowly but surely kind of climbing up and not really happy, so I think I got to put another radiator in it, which I wasn't really stoked on doing. Oh, got a little close there. So I don't know. I might pull I got a big honking rad in the Nova. Man, I'm just robbing parts off all the cars to make this happen, but I can always replace it. It's not the end of the world, so do that and see what happens. I might just run down and see if they have one at the speed shop actually right now, but I don't know if that'll be a tonight thing or maybe tomorrow. I don't know if we should carry on with the cooling system or put the springs in or get a con mocked up and end the video tonight because I got a lot of work to do yet. Well, $600 later, I have everything figured out.
So I went and bought a brand new radiator because I thought, instead of pillaging other parts, this thing really should have a big rad. The Nova obviously needs a big rad. So I've run this in the Nova and my 55 Chevy. This is the biggest universal rad that Performance World sells. It's basically like a big block Chevelle aluminum rad. So it's a dual core, 1 inch wide or something like that each. So it's got 2 of those. So it's good. Now it's 25% bigger core than the 55, well that's still hot, than 50 or Tri-5 rad. The Tri-5 rad is also up and down flow. This is cross flow. So cross flow cools better. It's obviously got bigger tanks. It holds way more coolant. We should be good. The only issue is going to be, well, we have to get over here to that. So maybe I'll just use this and put an extension in. And then the bottom one's a little tight. Now, it's obviously not going to fit easily. You have to take these, well, there's a lot that has to come off. And it's going to be all radiator up front. But it'll leave lots of room if we want to do air conditioning and stuff like that behind it. You'll probably have 2 pusher fans on it. This is a 14 and a 12. So they will fit staggered. So like that. So we'll only be missing just a small amount of the core not being hit by a fan. But I'm actually thinking I have my transmission cooler up and down ways. I'll probably just put it sideways at the bottom where there's a space. There'll be transmission cooler, fan here, fan there. It'll just be one small little section. Don't have a direct fan on it. So instead of having a shroud, be pushers. If this don't work, I don't know what to say, but it's got to work. 25% bigger, cross flow, dual fans. I'm for sure gonna have to change the alternator on this thing now because it was already kind of drawing lots as it was. And I'm gonna add more stuff to it. So that's where we're leaving the video. That's where we're gonna start the next video. But first I gotta clean up in here just a little bit. Drive this thing in, drain the coolant, let it cool off, and we'll start working on it. So we had a fair bit of wind. We made it there and back in a trip. Overall did pretty good. We found the 2 weak spots, the cooling system, which I think is absolutely important, and the springs. I mean, we could live with it being a bit of a low rider in the back, but I don't want to. And we still have, today's Monday. I don't know when this video is going to come out, probably shortly into the power tour there. But yeah, lots to do. Should be a good cruiser. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and look forward to some more thrashing.